We had an old laundry bin that the kids had broken and it got kind of wobbly over time. I decided to upcycle it into a movable laundry bin or recycling bin for our kitchen instead. So here are the pieces and the bags that came with it originally. I started by taking a piece of plywood that we had that was a piece of scrap, and I cut it to the right size to be the same width as the two original sides, and I wanted it to be slightly wider than the bottom of the bag. So I was mostly using the bottom of the bag and the original pieces of the laundry sorter to decide on the size for the plywood. This is the final piece of plywood once it was stained, and you can also add a coat of polyurethane to the wood as well. We didn't, but that's technically the right thing to do. What we ended up doing is screwing it in from the outside where the original screws went with the original bars. There was metal bars that went across the front and the back. So we just used screws through that, and for some of these the screw head was too small, so we had to use a little washer as well to keep the screw from going all the way through. As you can see, the wheels are still attached on the bottom there too. Once the bottom part was finished, we needed to cut two supports for the top that would stabilize the top part and give us something to hang our fabric bins off from. So I cut these two pieces of wood. I don't know if they're 1x2s or trim or whatever, but they were just a couple pieces of scraps we had. Cut them to the right width, stained them, polyed them. Here they are once they were attached. As you can see, they fit just perfect, so they are the same width as the piece of plywood on the bottom. Helps provide a lot more support than the original metal bars did. Probably could have done a little bit of work to sand these down or whatever, but we weren't looking for anything fancy. We were rolling it in and out of a closet. So this worked pretty well. I did all the staining and polying after. I also created a small patch using my embroidery machine and a piece of felt for the outside of the bag just to label it as recycling. Here's a good view of it from the side. You can see that the wood is supporting the bags instead of the metal. That allowed us to, of course, use a bigger, more stable piece of wood versus just that thin little rail that was there before. And here's another view from the front. It's certainly not perfect, but it actually was super functional for us, and it worked really well at our old house until we got a different kind of recycling bin. We've kind of swapped around here and there. But I hope this was helpful, and thanks so much for watching, and look forward to showing you our next project. Thanks. Take care.